Good morning and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of Sports This Morning on your award-winning Channels Television. My name is Yemi Adebayo. It gives us so much pleasure to be here this morning to do what we love doing at this time of the day, which is taking you on a trip across the world of sport. A lot is happening as we speak. A lot will happen today. But before I go any further, let me bring to you the headlines, the top stories making the rounds in this part of the world. And of course, first on the list, 2015 African Nations Cup draw will be held in Malabo today. That's 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Nigeria will not be there, you already know. But of course, the draws will be done today and the teams will know their opponents. Well, Dream Team 6 coach, that's Samson Siasia, talking about the under-23 team now, says it's work in progress. Just be moderate in your expectations, but he promises to deliver. And as we move on, Amélie Mauresmo retains a role with the French Tennis Federation and, of course, with Andy Murray. We'll be looking at all of that this morning. And, of course, the last beat, I was hoping you'd get to see that, is Sebastian Vettel. Glorious exit for Vettel, the former, we can now say former Red Bull driver. I was hoping you'd get to see that. But that forms the part of what you will be listening to and hearing us discuss on the show this morning. But of course, the show is not complete without you having your say, without you letting us have your opinion on some of the issues we've raised and some of the issues we're about to talk about. So this is how we can get your views across to us. It's going to come on your screen, and that's it. On Facebook, Channels Sports. On Twitter, it is at Channels_Sports. Of course, you can tweet at my personal handle, which is at Yemi Adebayo 20. So get your views across to us on all those platforms you have on your screen. Talk about the AFCON draws, talk about English Premier League matches played last night and the ones to be played this evening. Talk about Formula One, talk about tennis, and talk about the Australian Open that's going to take place next year. All right, let me quickly introduce my partner on the show to you this morning. It's been a while that we've been together. I can't remember the last time I was in Sub with Tayo. It was a pleasure to have you, Tayo Salam.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a long time, and I'm feeling a little bit strange. I don't know about you, but then we get over it and we get on with the show. Yeah, definitely. Right. It's good to be here again.
Yeah. So let's start with the AFCON draws. Yes. We have to be professional. Yes. Nigeria is not there. It does leave a sour taste in your mouth. But of course, the draws will be held today in Malabo.
Yes.
Teams will know their foes.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame Nigeria won't be participating next year in Equatorial Guinea, but then that's what you get when you don't do your homework. But then we still need to talk about the other teams, and I'm sure the likes of Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, looking at
Ghana,
Nigeria,
looking forward to the draws.
And there's a potential group of death that might come up today. I'm looking forward to that one as well. Too. Okay. There's a situation where we can get Cote d'Ivoire and the likes of South Africa in the same group, and that would be really massive.
All right, let's look at the ports. It's already talking about group of death, and it's already looking at having, as you already know, the teams in the same ports will not end up in the same group. So you can't have Equatorial Guinea, for instance, Equatorial Guinea, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Zambia cannot be in the same group because these teams are seeded. So in Port 2, Burkina Faso, Mali, Tunisia, Algeria. In Port 3, Cape Verde, South Africa, Cameroon, and Gabon. And in Port 4, you have Guinea, Senegal, Congo DR, and Congo Brazzaville. So these are the teams that you have, and we look forward to what's going to happen in Malabo, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, and we'll see how it goes as we look forward to 2015 Nations Cup and see who's going to emerge as the winner. Fortunately, the defending champions will not be there. Yeah. But let's talk about something that makes us smile. Something that's going to happen in Nigeria, and the
Yes.
countdown has begun already. Copa Lagos.
Yeah, definitely. We can be happy about this one. Nigeria has been very dominant in this particular event and in the last couple of years, and it's going down again this month. And hopefully, the lads, the preparations have started already.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it starts today. So hopefully, they prepare enough, because it's amazing how they do it. And they just come together at the end of the season after playing the conventional football for about a year, and they just come together and train for a couple of days, and they're ready to go and represent Nigeria. Hopefully, it remains the same this time around.
The list is already released for the squad. The players will be pruned down to 10.
Yes.
Abu Aziz was with us here on Sports Tonight on Monday, I think, and he's the top scorer of the Sound Eagles. And they talked about scoring more goals. It's going to be exciting this year. It's going to be exciting this year, and we hope that the Super Sand Eagles,
yes, as we like to call them,
some people call them Sand Eagles, that they do us proud.
Yeah, hopefully they do us proud. It will be a very tough tournament. I'll make no mistake about that. And I don't know if I'm going to say it's fortunately it's an all African affair, all West African affair. We have Ghana, we have Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria participating in this edition. So it tells you we all know the rivalry between amongst those countries when it comes to the conventional football. I expect to see the same thing in Lagos when the competition properly begins.
And hopefully for all of us, we're hoping that beach soccer will thrive in Nigeria, that we have its own league, well organized, a whole structure, and our dominance in Copa Lagos will begin to translate to the world stage. We do well in Africa, but translate to the world stage. Yeah,
obviously we haven't gotten to that level yet in terms of competing with the likes of Portugal, the likes of Brazil and Switzerland and all of them. But then it's a gradual process. This particular Copa Lagos has been a success so far. Like you said, hopefully they're able to build on it and put in place proper structure for the game itself in the country.
All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about, in a year where the Super Eagles failed to qualify for a major tournament, the focus, the attention will always shift to the other national teams, men and women. And of course, you would understand why we're talking about the Flying Eagles this morning. Coach Manu Gaba and his boys. As late last night, he had 28 players in camp. They begin close camping for 2 months. They're preparing for the African Youth Championship that's going to take place in March in Senegal. Yeah,
it's around the corner already, and it's a good one as well. 28 players sweating it out already in camp. And I just want to go back to last year. Surely, I'm expecting to see the bulk of the team that represented Nigeria on the 17th World Cup. There's an opportunity for us to see how far they have progressed in terms of the footballing career. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. I'm not sure Kelechi Iheanacho is one guy I'd like to see.
We would love to see him, all of us. But of course, for the professionals, it's always going to be difficult. And just like the coach of the Falcons did, Manu Gaba is hoping that he's putting together the guys he can readily have. That's the best way. I remember the last time the coach of the under-23 team, that's Austin Eguavon, was depending on some of his foreign-based players for a tournament that was not on the FIFA calendar. It backfired, and hopefully this time the boys will qualify, and if they do, 4 slots available. I mean, you can't bet against Nigeria picking one of the slots.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll be going into this particular tournament with a main target of qualifying for the World Cup. For the 4 semi-finalists will represent Africa at the under-20 World Cup. So it's a good one. It's a good competition to play in. Like I always say, it's developmental. So I'm hoping Coach Manu Gaba and Udukara.
But what side of you will still want us to go the way and win, because Ghana has done it.
No, there's nothing wrong with winning. Winning is a good thing, but as long as you don't do it
at the expense of development.
Exactly, as long as it's not detrimental to development of the game in the country, then I don't have a problem with it. So I'm hoping Manu Gaba and Ndukara Ugbade are able to select the appropriate players for this competition.
Let's talk about Samson Siasia. Unfortunately, there's nothing to bring to you from in terms of pictures. But let's talk about him briefly as we go on. The camp was open.
Yes.
I mean, players that were not even on the list. I mean, Samson Siasia spoke to us yesterday. I mean, came, tried out. I mean, do you think that puts the coach under any pressure, or it's just about the desire to succeed that is driving him to that point where, look, I just want to see everybody?
Yeah, for Samson Siasia, it's a second opportunity for him. He did very well when he was with the Olympic team some time ago, but then he didn't really do well with Super Eagles. So it's good to see him back in action again now, and he knows he has to take his opportunity this time around.
He knows what it means.
Exactly. So it's a very interesting way to go about it, to actually open your camp for players to come and try out, and I think it's a good one. But then Siasia will still have to choose the very best of the lot that came to camp. I think it will be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the players that will actually make the final selection for the Olympic team.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that the team is already behind schedule, and hopefully they'll be able to progress to the next stage whenever they meet their opponents, and from there we will be able to build on that. All right, let's go for on a break. While on that break, we will listen to Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho and Manchester City coach Manuel Pellegrini, what both managers have to say about the game, the matches to be played tonight in the English Premier League. When we come back, we'll talk about a whole lot of other issues in the world of football, tennis, and of course Formula 1. Join us again.